What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Dr. P. Welcome back to another video. Now, in this one, we're talking about Season 5 FOV sliders and a whole bunch more. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new for more daily Call of Duty content coming your way, and make sure to drop a like on the video as well to help get my video found by more people and to push it along in the YouTube algorithm. So first things first, last night people started to notice that the season timer got extended by 24 hours, and sure enough, this morning Activision confirms Season 5 of Warzone and Cold War is delayed. They say this is due to a testing issue that was discovered earlier this week. So now the new season is slated to begin August 12th at 9 p.m. Pacific. Only a 24-hour increase in delay, but still, it's rather annoying. I was looking forward to the new season. Still am. With Season 5, we are going to see a new update specifically for the next-gen consoles, and it's been rumored that we could finally get the FOV slider included for consoles, which would be amazing. I'm not entirely sure what the updates are going to be for next-gen consoles with the update, but unfortunately, the FOV myth got debunked by Activision themselves, who said all the field of view stuff is wrong in reference to the theories about the next-gen update. Just because it's confirmed to not be in this update, though, doesn't mean that it might not still come out this season. And the very fact that they even responded to these rumors means they know that we want to see it. I play Warzone on PC, but I would prefer to play it on console where I play majority of my other games too. Regardless of what it might seem like, I really do think that we are going to get FOV sliders on consoles in the future at some point, but it's definitely going to come with some drop-offs in performance, especially for a game of Warzone's size. A lot of really good PCs struggle to reach 120 FPS, so assuming that a $300 to $500 console would be able to do that same thing does seem a bit strange, and so I think maybe only the next-gen consoles would get it, and even if they do get it, it's going to come at a graphical loss or a visual loss or performance loss of some kind. But I firmly believe that it is possible. There's a lot of reasons to think that too, especially when you look around the gaming world right now. For instance, the latest Call of Duty title, Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, does have an FOV slider on console, which is pretty much setting the standard going forward. We know that the next Call of Duty game is almost certainly going to have an FOV slider on console, and we also know that the next Call of Duty game is going to be deeply integrated with Warzone, so you would assume if they can pull that off for the newest Call of Duty, they would be able to pull it off for Warzone, which is going to have been around for a couple years at that point. You may have heard of Splitgate. Splitgate is a new game that had a very small team of developers that is getting extremely popular right now. This game has an FOV slider. They actually added the FOV slider after it got super popular and people were requesting it. The FOV slider is available on console, as you can see. If you're telling me a super small developing team can put out a feature when it's requested for a game that was super popular in just a couple days, Activision has absolutely got to be able to pull this one together. Granted, I know that Splitgate isn't anywhere near as big a game as Warzone and doesn't really seem to have that many graphical issues, but still, it's got to be possible. At least give people the option to put it on and suffer the losses if they so choose. Also out there in the gaming world is another popular battle royale game called Apex Legends, which has been around for a couple years at this point, and I've had a lot of fun with it in the past. There are apparently a lot of people who are switching over to Apex right now from Warzone due to all the cheaters, and they say Apex is so much better. I've given Apex a try myself. It is super fun. I love all the new additions, and this game does also have an FOV slider on console. They even took it a step further with some cool abilities like FOV ability scaling and sprint view shake, which you can adjust on console. I've played a decent bit of Apex on my Xbox Series S, and I've experienced no different graphical changes when looking at both 80 and 110 FOV. So again, another very popular game, a battle royale game this time, that's handling 120 FOV or at least an FOV scale on console to some degree just fine. Next, I want to show you just how crazy the disadvantage is between console and PC. I know this isn't news, but just take a look at this and see for yourself. So what you're seeing now is the classic 120 FOV that most people use on console. You can see much more. It seems more fluid. All sorts of stuff like that. Now you can see when I go to adjust the FOV all the way down to 60, you can see the difference in the background as I pan around. Now the first thing you'll notice is that it seems obviously like everything is zoomed in, and then when you try and run, you feel like an absolute slug. It feels like you're not running fast at all when you're realistically running the exact same, but that's what perspective does. Perspective changes the way that you see the world and you see things. So obviously when you zoom out, it looks like you're running quicker, which is one of the biggest advantages that PC players have. Now you can see adjusting it up to 80 makes a pretty big difference, but it's still not as far as you can go. Now this is the FOV that you're locked into if you play on console, so this is exactly how it looks if you're one of those types of players. Adjusting it all the way up this time to 100, you can see it looks a lot better, but it's still not up to the maximum potential of 120, where obviously you can see right now, even at 110, it looks like you're running much quicker, and then turning this thing all the way up to 120, it seems like you're flying down this mountain in hindsight. This whole FOV thing goes much deeper than just being able to spot more people at once. It also has to do with the fluidity of the game and the way the game feels when people are playing it, and if people aren't playing it at 120 FOV or at least 100, you're really going to feel slow where other people are feeling fast and confident, and that can really affect your gameplay. Especially now with Apex Legends having a sudden rise and getting really popular, when it comes to competition, a lot of people will simply choose to play Apex Legends for the sole fact that they can actually get the PC experience on console. I made a video a couple weeks ago where I actually asked people in-game in Warzone who played on console about the FOV slider, and it's pretty shocking how many of them simply just don't know that it even existed or what it was, or they didn't even know the acronym for FOV. These people don't even know what they're missing out on, and the people who do are gonna go play other games that will let them do that, and that's just the bottom line. And I really do think an FOV slider is necessary for the long-term longevity of this game to thrive. I hope at some point in Season 5 we'll finally get the FOV slider, but I definitely think we're going to get it at some point. It might have to wait until the new Call of Duty comes out. Who really knows though? Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe for more daily content, and I will catch you in the next video. Peace.